family, welcome back to another reaction request and another weekend already. Like, time is flying. Does that mean I'm having fun? I don't know. It just means maybe that someone has pushed the speed up button and they need to just slow their roll and kind of put it back on like that slow mode where it's just everything's moving more in slow motion because it's just moving too fast right now. But anyways, we're back with another reaction request. This one is from the Naughty One, and this is Sinead O'Connor, the last day of our acquaintance. And she said please use this link. So disclaimer right now, unfortunately that link was blocked in the country I'm at right now, so unfortunately I cannot use that particular link. So I'm sorry about that, Naughty One. I had to attempt to find another one that wasn't blocked, and when I say blocked, I'm meaning like I couldn't even play it. So I don't even know if this particular one after the fact will end up getting the B word, but the other one wouldn't even let me play it. So it was blocked from the get-go. So fingers crossed this one is good to go. This is what Naughty One had to say. Another one for the queue, a breakup song as only Sinead could write and sing. I'm super excited because that last Sinead request we did, if you don't know, go check out the previous videos, but it was freaking absolutely just a goosebump experience. She is so talented. And that was the first time I think I really ever seen her perform live. So I think this is going to be cool to further see her in action, just again with her amazing body of work and her amazing vocals, her amazing performance skills. Let's dive in together. Without further ado, from me, the Naughty One, hi Naughty One, and all of you, let's get off tap.
This is the last day of our acquaintance. I will meet you later in somebody's office. I'll talk, but you won't listen to me.
By the way, quickly, I can't remember if I actually said I did, what the Naughty One had to say. Another one for the queue. And it's a song about a breakup and all that. Did I say that? I don't know. I kind of just, don't mind me. But since I've stopped now, can we take a moment again to appreciate just how absolutely cool just having that acoustic guitar and her voice, just having them oh mano, delicioso. Let's continue.
I know what your answer will be. Yes. See, I know you don't love me anymore. Oh, you used to hold my hand when the plane took off. 2 years ago, there just seemed so much more.
I'm so waiting for her to just freaking let it out. You know, she's I was saying in the last reaction, you know, she has a lot of that kind of Janis Joplin style, you know, where it could be just so freaking just so low and kumbaya-ish and just subtle and nice and gentle, and then suddenly she can just boom, boom, belt it out and really just explode with her passion. And it's so cool because you just get so reeled in and you can't help but stay completely 2,000,000% completely engaged in the performance, because that's how amazing she is. It's just so, I just love it. I love it. La, 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 blah, 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 blah. All right, good talk.
I don't know what happened to our love. Today's the day our friendship has been stained. We will meet later to finalize the details. 2 years ago, the seed was planted, and since then you have taken me for granted. Well, let me tell you that you were no life right to me. I drown in pain and misery. You did nothing to stop me. So drown in your own self-pity.
She's so cool. She's so cool. I really like the fact that even though the music just got really full, her voice was still able to be prominent in the mix and actually, have presence. And that is a tricky thing, for any artist, is to make sure that when they do suddenly have, all the extra instruments there, will their main instrument, being their voice, be able to still shine bright? She has that ability to do that so well. And I think that one of the things also I really like is that, when we, as artists, when we write stuff that comes from this deep place, this passionate place, is something that we have to get out and share with the world. Like, we tend to be able to tap into this little secret place. Like, it's like this superpower almost. It's almost like, Superman and the yellow sun. It's like it's the power source that actually just takes it from being here to this whole nother superhuman level. And she is really so good at that. Like, her songwriting and her songs and the whole delivery process, like all of the whole combination, the sequence of everything, the layers to the whole process is so flawlessly done that you can't help but feel like you were there. Like, you experienced the whole moment that she was feeling that heartbreak or that pain or that, misery. That is cool stuff, man. Like, that you have done your song justice when your audience feels like they're right there with you. That is such a cool way to really and truly express music, when you're able to completely just unleash the floodgates and let it flow out to the point where your audience feels like, hey, hell yeah, I'm there right with you, sister. All right, let's keep going. Let her cook.
Because this is the last day of our acquaintance. I'll meet you later in somebody's office. I'll talk, but you won't listen to me. I know your answer already.
We all can relate to a lot of things. When music is so relatable, it gives an extra layer, an extra dynamic, because who hasn't gone through a breakup, first of all, right? Like, we've all been there, we've all experienced it, and it is so absolutely, hard sometimes to find the words, to put those words into some type of, sensible, way where it actually can really express the pain, or just whatever emotion you're feeling at that moment. Is sometimes there's not even a word that's invented. But through music, I have been able to discover that it can absolutely capture the essence, and capture more of that emotional state. It takes it and makes a simple word, like, for example, pain or hurt or love or whatever the word is, but it takes it and gives it more life and more fullness, right? When you take that into account, when you have an artist like Sinead O'Connor, who's able to already just vocally on her own, without having the lyrics or the music or anything else to help deliver said emotion, when you have all the pieces, and then you have a talent like Sinead O'Connor vocally being able to really, again, just reel you in, just get you absolutely feeling like you're there, sharing that same moment with her. When you're able to do that, then finally there's that ability to really get across what you're really feeling, that real pain, that real passionate freaking just feeling that you need to, just in that moment, you need to get it out, and you need to find a way for it to have the bigness and the fullness of the meaning that you want it to say. Like, you can't just say, oh yeah, it hurt, because it's like, oh yeah, but that's not the hurt. It's not a word that's big enough to describe how much hurt I'm really feeling, or and whatever the case may be. But I feel like this particular version, and I wish I could have known the version that you wanted, Naughty One, to be able to actually experience that version, because that would have been really cool to probably see that version, because you probably chose the version that you felt was the most impactful and really expressive, like we're talking right now, the one that really just reeled you in so much where you couldn't help but every time you hear it, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to freaking just, experience her pain, her heartbreak, her whole emotional state of mind in that moment all over again with her, because again, she makes you feel like you're experiencing it for the first time with her every time. So that is so cool. And I think that, like, this version here felt a little bit jazzed up a bit, a little bit more kind of like, especially with the band and them going just nuts in there, which, hey, I don't have a problem with. It's all good. It's all fine. It's all perfect. It's all great. But I have a feeling that there's probably another version where she's just a little bit more, just in that feel, in that energy a bit more, if you will, you know what I mean? So, and that's probably the version that you wanted me to do. I'm just guessing, but nothing wrong with this version, and nothing wrong with anything, because still she has that ability to reel you in and stuff, and take you to that place. But I just got to say, like, every time, I want to say every time, because I think this is like only literally the second time I've ever seen her perform live. Which is crazy, right? I know, right? Like, she's so awesome, and this is only the second time I've ever seen her perform live. But I just say, like, I just feel like she is one of those rare artists that understand how to effortlessly, without attempting to, go overboard, to really give you that connection, that experience, that absolutely just engaging experience that you will talk about for the rest of your life. Like, it's there's all types of different artists, and every artist is on a different level, and there's levels to this game, and there's some artists who are not able to accomplish that. They're not able to get you completely in your feels in that moment. Yeah, they're good. It's a good performance from some artists, but they can't get you there right over the line, just really get you there. It's like, it's great, it's good, but I didn't believe it. It wasn't believable. It didn't make me feel like you believed even what you were saying. And as an artist, if you can't have that type of credibility to make your audience feel like what you're saying is absolutely your truth, and you are speaking from an authentic place that is so deep, and just leaving yourself vulnerable like that, if you can't do that, then you're missing half of the freaking skill base necessary to really propel you to that upper echelon, which obviously Sinead O'Connor, she freaking lived there, dined there, she hung out there. That was her place. She was just there, and again, it was effortlessly, organically done. Like, this is just who she is. She could just turn it up to full volume, turn it back down, just bring you all around. And I love it because she also vocally had a very unique sound. And that is something, again, as an artist, that you want to cultivate. You want to be able to have your own thing that is uniquely you, and no one can misconstrue that. And this is, again, Sinead O'Connor. Just ticked every box. This performance was great. I enjoyed it. I knew I was going to enjoy it beforehand, because this, like, Sinead O'Connor is just freaking, she's just one of those ones, you know what I mean? Like, just absolutely one of those ones. Great performance, just engaging, beautiful delivery vocally, presentation, everything about her, aura of just absolute amazement is just, you can't help but just be caught up in that. And I really enjoyed that. So thank you very much, the Naughty One, for another stellar reaction request. Hey, you might have a stellar reaction request too. All you have to do is head over to offtap.life, and we'll make it happen for you as well. So with that being said, my beautiful family, I want to thank you for tuning in, and we have more to come. So make sure you click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and as always, remember to live each moment to the fullest, and to keep it off tap.